Hey, what's up guys? I got a great video for you today. It's all about how I went from my first paycheck on Palfish at $76 and how it took me time to break my first $1,000. Now, if we take myself and ourselves back to April 2016, my first call, I was in a beanbag chair in the corner with no lights and just like this. Hoping that the Wi-Fi would hold up throughout the call. And it was muffled. Sometimes the student couldn't hear me that well. The connection was not that strong. I was on Little Corn Island, only a population less than 1,000 people on there, have generators running most of the restaurants. So it was a very remote place. But still, not only was I able to find Palfish through a Google search, but I still was able to do a few of the lessons. But I knew this was like amazing. I was only getting like $400 a month for working on the organic farm / resort on the island there. So like $400, that's not a lot of money. So when I first started getting a couple dollars from some calls, I was like, yo, this is legit. I know I haven't gotten my first paycheck yet, but I can see my money increasing by the minute. Getting paid by the minute. This was something so crazy to me and something unbelievable. And I was like, I'm on to something. You know, I felt it inside. And I knew I had to get off the island. I knew I had to get off there. So I got on a boat, went through some rivers in Nicaragua, went to a place called El Rama, out past blue fields, and found a hostel out in the middle of nowhere. The owner was drinking beer, playing karaoke, singing some sad love songs in Spanish, and here I come and they wanted me to party with them and everything. It was it was an interesting time, I'll just say the least. But I didn't really get involved with what they were doing because they were just drinking so much, and I was just trying to get some food and wake up the next morning because it was going to be a long day the next day. I had to get up at like 4 a.m. in the morning to catch a taxi, and that was going to take me to a bus so that I could go to Costa Rica. So from Nicaragua to Costa Rica to Boulder, Colorado. And I stayed in Boulder for about 6 weeks thanks to the good grace of so many amazing people there. It was just an amazing community in Boulder, Colorado. And then as time went on, I got my first paycheck on Palfish, $76, and then that was when I started to have a better internet source, and I was like, yeah, this is real. But there was like my friend in the same room with me, and it was kind of like, because the place that I was staying at, there was a lot of people in the house, so having an extra body in the room, listening to someone try to practice English, people don't want to listen to that. So it was like this weird energy. So I was like, how can I do this without like disturbing others, because I'm using a loud voice, and I'm really articulating things, really listening to them. And I knew I could get earphones or something, but I would still be talking, and people don't want to hear that all day. So that was another thing that I was running into some trouble with when I was in Boulder. It was just, same thing. If I'm not a teacher, I don't want to hear some guy that just came through the door a few days or a few weeks ago. And then finally, what I got really lucky, I was actually working at this like raw vegan place in Boulder, and this family came through, and they do homeschool. They homeschool their kids, and they live on a huge farm. So I went out there. The man set up a tent for me. It was almost like a woofing. They wanted to turn their place into like a woofing site. They had this one area inside, like the farm office, had internet, had computer, had a big whiteboard. And that's when I started getting more calls, waking up at 4 a.m. and sleeping with the phone right next to me, and sometimes like just falling asleep in the middle of the call, and they're like, hello, teacher. I'm like, oh yeah. But this is before I was even putting on like the video full time and things like that. So all these things are starting to build up, and I'm like, yo, I think I just need to go ahead and take the big jump. So someone wired me some money. Thank you, Rodney from Costa Rica, out of the blue, out of nowhere, And so I got that ticket, booked it, straight flight, no return ticket to Hong Kong. Stayed in Hong Kong about 1 month. And then so basically April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Wow. So it took me 8 months to break my first $1,000. And the message I'm trying to get home to some people on this is have some freaking patience. Have some patience with your career. Have some patience in your TEFL abroad lifestyle, you know. You guys out there's so many people who are like 22, just graduating college with, major degree, bachelor's and something related to teaching or education or any degree, and you guys are 22, 24, and you already got access to Palfish. It took me 30 years, some people even longer, to have access to an amazing application like this. And now the kids' official course there, people just wanting to cash in quick. And I got it, I understand. But also just remember to have patience, and at the same time, if you're not going to put your best effort forward, it's not going to work out so much in your favor, and you're going to get high expectations, and you're watching all of my videos and you think it's like this, and it's going to be a different experience for you as well, for every teacher. So there's 3 things really quickly that I wanted to hit because I'm about to go into my next class. I would say that like my number one secret, I'm not going to even call it a secret, but there was a certain time I was sitting on this sofa right back here in this corner, and at the time she was my girlfriend, and she was back home visiting her family. I decided to stay here. We're just a few months in our relationship, and I have to focus on this work. I can't go to a new place. I don't know how the internet's going to be. It's in the country. So I just didn't want to go, And so when I stayed here, I had all this free time to myself, and I was thinking like, I'm going to start sending messages to all my followers, people who've been following me on here in Palfish, So my biggest piece of advice is, if you haven't messaged every single person who clicked and took the time to check out your profile and followed you, you have got to have a template, a bilingual template in Chinese and in English. Doesn't matter what order. It's not going to matter I don't think it's going to matter too much. You put Chinese or English first, but you need to copy and paste a easy template. I just said, hello, my name is Camden. Thanks for following me. What is your name? And then it got more advanced. I got 1, 2, 3. I had, what is your name? Where are you from? What do you like? And then, when I hired an assistant, I could do more things in Chinese and ask them different questions. All the people who were coming to my lives, I would message them before and then message them after. Like, there was so much follow-up. Where people felt taken care of, and they felt like, wow, this person is a reliable source to practice or to learn or to at least get a little taste of some English every day, So that's what you guys got to do. You got to message your followers. Do that. And guess what? As I've mentioned in previous videos, only 10% might respond. 10 or 15%. But it doesn't matter because you focus on that 15%. Okay? Because the other ones, it doesn't matter if they never message you back, because if that's the type of person, that's not the type of person you want to get into your groups, which brings up my second thing. You want people in your groups who are positive. I've had drama in my groups. You don't want to fall into those pitfalls and then have to kick people out. You're going to run into some trouble sometimes. It's just inevitable. And it's how you deal with those situations that will put you, forward in your own place. So every follower, template, and then you should have a picture, like a meme, and just say, thanks, have a great day, something positive, And then I would say the next thing is you've got to send a message and a question in the group. You got to create a group. You have to create a group. Don't get too, oh, what kind of name should I have? And oh, what should it be about? Don't get too wrapped up in all that little stuff. Just create the group. You can change the name as many times as you want. Make a group, start inviting the people who have followed you. That's what I would do. I would say, thanks for following me here. If you want to practice your English every day for free, join my group. And then I would ask a question in the morning, tag a few people, make sure you go to the contacts that are in your group and You hit tag, or you can just hold the at symbol, you know, on your phone, and then you tag whoever you want. It's really simple. Palfish has so many easy, simple steps to follow. You know, an elementary student can do it. So, pretty surprised here with the questions that I get from some people. And, you know, it brings up something else. You know, I used to follow Ty Lopez a lot. I don't know about you guys, but he said something yesterday in one of his advertisement videos, and this is so true. There's 3 types of people. The first type of person and the first type of people, person, whatever, in this world are, you know, the people who see things happen. And the second type of people are the ones who go out and make things happen. And the third type are the people who just wonder. So don't be a wonderer. You want to be proactive on Palfish. You want to take every day as a new opportunity to get more bookings, to retain your students, to enjoy yourself, and also to help the student improve their English. So I hope that this video was helpful. If I missed something, I'll come back on another video, let you guys know what's going on. You guys are amazing. All the questions, comments, so surprised with the last video that I did, all the feedback, all the comments. The community is growing. One day I'll have a certification course. I don't care what it takes. One day I will do it. And just keep enjoying and loving life and doing your best every day and evaluating yourself. I want to say one more thing before I go. I might be late for my class. Before anything gets lost, it first gets loose. Before anything gets lost, it first gets loose. Take that for what it is. Think about it. And if you have some questions, let me know. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Have a great day.